Going down to Henderson to pick up the wagon tomorrow from the undercoating shop. And I'm pretty excited. We want these axles done so that we can just put it under and get it sitting on its wheels and back together as soon as possible. We're putting the locking hubs on here. You know, I've had some people ask, what in the world are locking hubs? I'm going to show you in a second. With the magic of editing, can you get me them snap ring pliers? I don't know if I've put this exact style in before. I don't like this style of ring. It's like it's the wrong one. Okay, I can do that. So we read the instructions and it says to maintain the angle while you spiral it on. Turns out I wasn't maintaining the angle. I'm gonna finish this side up and then I'm gonna show you how a locking hub works. So here's a visual for those of you who aren't familiar with locking hubs. So you can see this is the drive axle. This is where it would get its power from the engine. But you'll notice this hub isn't driving because they're not connected to each other. So this little device right here is the locking hub mechanism. So this splines into this, and then inside here, there's more splines. When this gets pressed in there, then it locks this together. See how it's locked together in there? And we're gonna give you a quick little demonstration here. So we'll put this on here. So there's the drive. This would be if the transfer case was engaged in four-wheel drive, but the hubs weren't locked in. Okay, be gentle. Let me fully engage it so they can see. So that's fully engaged, and now spin it. Now they're all spinning together, and that's what locking hubs do. Like I said, I've never used these, but I feel like with the way they're going in and what I can see here, that these are a very powerful retention system. This one has to not only come out, but it's got to twist maintain the angle to come out. So, all right, I did it. I maintained the angle. So this is unlocked hubs, locked hubs. And so when it's locked, it pushes this in. When it's unlocked, it lets it out. Stunning visuals, Trevor. Stunning. Okay, we're unlocked. Let's lock it up and make sure they work. We're locked up. No hands. Whose hands are filthy?
Mine are clean.
You can put on speakerphone and I can filter this. Hello, this is Matt.
We've been trying to reach you. Warranty.
Had it. So anyway, while I'm doing this, there's been some concern about these and if they're going to hold mud or sand in, and they're kind of a copy of what the OEM manufacturers do. But I've got these on the Banana, and I've had them on for a couple seasons now. We went out there and checked, and there's no debris building up in them. We just don't have that swamp, but here it's just so dry and everything. Some have suggested a wheat pole in the bottom, which I'm not against either, but if it becomes a problem, we'll do it. Lube them. That's plenty. Pick up that. Yeah. Hey, Trudy, I'm swinging all the way around you.
I've been grabbing out of the end here.
Yeah, I'm grabbing on the end.
And under here.
And I am.
Okay. And it's rotating.
Why don't we just put the tires on it and then push it off?
Wiggle it off.
Just roll it off.
I'll get a tire.
Here you go. I'll get the other one. Thanks, Rudy. I can't see what I'm doing. Am I there? Am I there?
Yeah.
There.
Wow. They're even going to fit over the brakes. It's awesome.
We're going to do it the dangerous way, Ed.
Lift it.
We're just going to tumble it off. Okay. Here it comes.
I got to buy some sort of a parking brake cable kit. I don't think I can make that. I wonder, what are you telling me for?
How does this thing look anyway?
Super cool. So we are headed down to Vegas today to pick up the wagon. They said it's done. Sent me some pictures. Looks good. We got Hefe with us today. Rudy's back there with the weather.
Oh, the weather. It's warm enough for a t-shirt this morning. That's about all I can tell you. Sun is shining.
What?
I'll leave it to Ed and Lizzy for the weather.
We should get a weather report from Ed. That was terrible. We got Tucker back here. He's going to be swinging a camera for us today. And it's been like a month since the first time we took it down here. So we ran into some supply issues. They finally got that in and got it put on. We got it up to our shop and it started coming off. So there was a problem with the primer. I don't know exactly what the problem was, but we had to take it back down and strip it down and then reapply the whole process. So hopefully everything is good and we're picking it up for the final time. We can start assembly. Before we go to the shop, we've got to drop off this truck we've got on the deck. We're out of here. And then we'll head over to the shop and pick up the Corvair.
Did they respray down there? Down where it was thin?
Yeah. Good enough. Pull it out here where we can see it. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. We can fix it. Don't look good. So after watching what the crew did down here in Vegas, we decided that it looked like a little bit of fun, didn't it? Who's happy to be here?
I am.
Randy's time is going down.
Oh yeah.
All right, so here we are at Exotics Racing. After we watched the crew go down here and waste some time and money, we decided it looked pretty fun. And I think it's gonna be a good time. It's been a while since I've done this. Where do I get my mask at?
Hopefully they got one in.
I hope so too.
Rudy's being a dog today. I'm wearing the dog vest.
Yeah. Rudy borrowed Lady's doggy cam.
You would think we would have a proper chest cam, but we don't. So you get this today.
If any of you are operating under the assumption that we are professionals in any way,
You're wrong.
you're wrong.
You guys have reservations today?
We don't.
Did you want to drive or just look around? What did you want to do?
Go-karts if you got them.
Yeah.
Are any of those cars ringers, or are they all pretty much the same?
Nope, they're all the same.
That's what I would say too if I was you.
And since you guys have been here before, I am going to put you guys on full speed.
I'm talking about when we leave a corner at the same time and you're just walking.
I know.
I wasn't close to Hefe and Rudy acting like I had the brakes on. Because I'd lose my power, so I'd need a drift to carry me around the corner. No power. No power to
You
do
kept
it.
getting washed out though, too high on the out.
Yeah.
So
Well, my front end was pushing. You'll see. Tucker's video will bear it out.
I saw it.
whatever.
see
When
mine?
you
So when I'm following your line exactly, I am totally understeering. Like I'm just pushing the front end around, and then when I finally slow down, then I'm on the outside of the truck.
brakes at all? Because I know if you're on the brakes, it will like hold you straight.
It'll help.
weirdly.
Well, I was trying to transfer some weight onto the front brakes. Look who's on the podium.
Let me see. Oh,
First, second, third.
Oh, okay, good.
Holy smokes!
Oh, we
you are
were
a Mario
close,
Kart.
dude. We were only off by 0.2 seconds.
Wow.
So my average lap is 56 seconds. Yours is 55, but that's because you slowed down and started messing around.
Yeah.
And 54.
54. So I felt like I was catching you on the downhill. I felt like I was catching Rudy there. When you were behind me, was I walking away from you on that?
No.
So we're here at the Casablanca, and we're gonna grab some lunch at a seafood buffet. Rudy was really rooting for that other place. It's good. What is it?
Sushi place.
It's a sushi place. We're looking for vast quantities of mediocre food instead of small quantities of pretty good food.
Uh-oh.
So we come into this buffet, and I think it's closed. Because look at this. Well, that was disappointing. Now we've got to go someplace a little more upscale. And that's going to make Rudy happy.
Yeah, I'm high class.
Yeah, Rudy's high class. A lot of you didn't know that.
Samurai 21. That's the
Samurai
name of the place.
21,
We're coming.
coming for you. So we are leaving Mesquite. We just filled our bellies at Samurai 21 and it was delicious. So the next thing we got to do is get back to the shop and get this unloaded. We got it unloaded in the shop here. So now that we got this back, we've got some cleanup. There's some tape residue on it. We got to get washed off. Definitely going to be some touch up from Mike, a couple spots. But yeah, the next step is just kind of doing some detail stuff, cosmetic, and then we'll start assembly. Let me tell you what's been frustrating, and I know it's been frustrating for you too. We were really cranking on this at a high rate of speed, like we were, you know, it was kind of popping, and then all of a sudden it stopped. And what happened was we had some struggles getting the shops that do the underlining to get us in, and when they did get us in, they didn't have material. And then when they finally did get material, something happened with the primer and it all peeled off. It just came off. We had to take it back to the shop. I figured this put us about a month behind on our build. Yeah, there's some stuff to fix. I'll show you. We've got a pretty good amount of overspray here that's not going to wash off. It's probably going to have to be sanded and repainted. There's lots of little spots like this. That's the liner right there, and it's stuck to the paint really good. Yeah, we're just gonna have to glue that down. So Trevor, your primary job is to find spots like this where inexplicably we're missing some stuff. We can glue that.
Super glue.
We could super glue that. That wasn't bad. Fix me. Fix me.
Sugar hat.
And then there's a bunch of weirdness in this area. I know it was technical and hard to get to. So we need it 80 degrees in here with 60% humidity, 40% humidity.
I think like 65 is enough.
Well, the problem is that we have a furnace that won't burn. So we're getting the shop remodeled. We're doing a little remodeling project here, but we just got this done yesterday, and something happened in the night. Our furnace quit working, and then about 3 or 4 different people tried to fix it this morning before we called the professionals, and they're here wondering what in the world happened. We can't do the undercoating that we need, the repairs on the wagon, until we get it warmed up in here. Oh, there's your problem.
Oh, the heat anticipator
Yep, it's
shot.
there's a continuity issue.
That's where we lost it.
That's where we lost it. It was Mr. Jenkins the whole time.
I guess that you want to do that?
Not with me.
Okay.
I'm not picky. So it's been 2 days? We've been working on this for 2 days?
Yeah, 2 days.
So Trevor and Rudy primarily have been going over this and finishing the details, repairing all the spots, and they've just been doing a really good job making it look nice. And so now we're going to take the whole thing over to Big Mike's after it's running. He's going to fix all my mistakes.
All of everybody's mistakes.
It has to do with paint. Next week, we are going to assemble it. We're going to get it running. We're going to put the doors on it. We're going to drive it over to Mike's, and he is going to repaint the car, and then we'll bring it back here and assemble.
About time.
Yeah. With the underlining, we had the whole undercarriage, the engine bay, the rockers up inside. We even did the roof in here to just give it a little bit more structure. We're going to be putting Dynamat and the headliner up there. You know, making it quiet and rattle free.
Doing stuff.
Doing stuff.
I know why we were 10 seconds slower than those guys.
What is that?
'Cause we had a longer track. They changed the track.
Oh, that makes sense. All right. Randy's going down.